Guys, I have not one, not two, but 5 unused art boxes. Most of them I've opened and taken a peek, maybe stolen a pencil or something from them, but they're virtually unused. One of them I've never even opened. Disgraceful. This shall not pass. In this video, I'll show you all the goodies from those 5 art boxes, as well as the art I created from them. These 3 ScrawlrBoxes I had gotten on a Black Friday sale, so they were very cheap compared to the regular price. This one is September 2021. They each come with a Scrawler zine. They have some paper. Denim blue. Ooh, interesting. I do like using colored paper sometimes. So the 6B. $14B. And the white. Ooh, love it. And then we have a blending stump. Very nice. Ooh, that works really well with that. And this is the white chalk. Burnt charcoal white. Ooh. Ah, broken. Ah, that's what I'm not going to like. Those 3 are charcoal. And then these will be the graphite. Okay, and I want to try on with a little water. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not too crazy about things that make my fingers all messy. So I probably would enjoy using a brush with water more anyway. So that's that box. All right, let's continue on with another box. Here's another ScrawlrBox. So these are oil pastels, which I don't believe I've tried. I'm going to chuck your old candy. Boop. They always give a paper, and my sketchbooks are always 8x8, so it works because they have to make them fit in this box. So I'll try it on there. So we have a Staedtler Mars Lumograph 5B. Ooh, I do like that. We got a blending stump. It's probably more for the pastels. We have a nice eraser. An allegedly nice eraser. We'll check it out. It's like an eraser. And let's check out these stars of the show. Oil pastels. There's more paper too. Oil pastel sheets. I'm just gonna redo this. It's on one thing. Alright, let's check out these oil pastels. Gold yellow. We have gold yellow. Oh, so creamy. I do love Neocolor 2s. I don't know how similar those are, but they're water soluble crayons. Next up we have yellow ochre. Cobalt green light. Okay, this one is called charcoal blue. Ooh yeah, look at that rich deep color. I love it. But look how messy. Alright, so far, I gotta say, I love these colors. And I love how like rich and creamy they are. But look at oh yeah. This one didn't have a color name, but it sure looks like black to me. This sure looks like white, which won't show up. And I want to try the layering. Oh, look how creamy it is. Yeah, it goes right over, no problem. Oh, that one, no, it did eventually cover. Okay, and finally, let's see if the white covers. All right, and I want to try that little scratching tool. And the blending stuff. Okay, so scratching. Wow, that works well. Cool. And do a little blending. And what happens with water? All right, well that makes sense. They're oil pastels, so they seem to me, I'm no expert of course, but they seem pretty similar to Neocolor 2s, except that my Neocolor 2s are water soluble, so then they dissolve once you add water, and I absolutely love these for kind of chunky, rustic lines and shapes. These are very cool. I like them, and it's cool how they can be scratched out and layered. And my camera died as I started opening the ScrawlrBox May 2022, and here I'm swatching Nicholson's Peerless Transparent Watercolors. So this is the first one. The color is Arlie's Opera. It's Jacquemino Red, I think. Ooh, this looks really cool. Does it have sort of a gold tint to it? Kind of a gold sheen. Alizarin Red. Mauve. Gamboge Yellow. Love it. Very rich, very vivid. Alice Blue. I absolutely love how vivid that color is. Peacock Blue. We have a lot of blues. Well, 3. Ooh, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, these are my favorite new supplies so far. These are gorgeous. And then we have Mountain Green. right. Yeah, kind of like a deep, deep pine or something. Caveat rope. Oh, it's kind of like a purplish. And ecru. It's a good crossword word to know, crossword puzzle word. Ooh, I kind of like it. Bismarck brown. And finally, neutral tint. Ooh, I always want a neutral tint. Try to make neutral grays. Nice. All right, I love these. I love the brush. Very cool. Okay, next up we have a Sketchbox. This one I have opened, at least taken a peek. Let's swatch these out. Get this opened. "75 years later." Shout out to SpongeBob, am I right? Still can't open this. Arrgh. Oh my goodness. We had to destroy the eraser in order to save it. All right, probably on me that it's been stuck in there a long time. Maybe the temperature has varied. This premium kit has a variety of charcoal for any situation. Use the included block to sharpen your charcoal to a point. Let's check this out. So I'm going to grab some of the paper. Okay, 4x6. I did make my own charcoal one time and it was fun. We had a fire in the backyard, a fire pit, and we made s'mores. And really the whole operation was so I could try to make some charcoal. I'll link to that video. It was not great. I got like one little stick of charcoal, but it's actually pretty cool to make your own charcoal. Oh yeah, love it. Yeah, I don't like this kind as much. It's like the harder, lighter one. Pretty similar to the first one, to my untrained eye. Yeah, 3 of them seem pretty similar, and this one is definitely much lighter. Try using the maple eraser. Wow, that worked really well. Okay. Looks like there's replacement abrasive material. Let's try sharpening one. This could work well for colored pencils too, I would imagine. Big fat pencils that don't fit in the pencil sharpener. I will lose these immediately by putting them right there. This is the gray Rembrandt soft pastel. All right, I liked it. I tried pan pastels once before, and you know, the messy factor was off the charts. This one is pretty tidy in comparison. On top of, I don't know if that works. That goes right over. It don't care. Kind of like waxy. This can supposedly go over it. And it does. I mean, kind of. Soft, medium, and hard. 1, 2, and 3. Krita color charcoal. Soft. Oh, I love it. So dark. Medium. Okay. And then we have this little tool, a hero tool. You too can be a hero if you use this tool. Right, got Hero Arts. Oh, it's like tiny little bristles, very soft. Wow. Wow, that's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Let's see, like a month. The theme, the challenge theme is Storm. I'll just write that. I don't see date. Sketchbox. Oh, see, I was angry that day, my friends. And finally, one I never even opened. What is wrong with me? But I am rectifying that right now. Okay, so this is how they look when you first get them all wrapped up pretty. Let's see what's here. All right, here's the featured artist. Ooh, that's very charming. Anne Dorman, a German self-taught artist. So we have this Hannah Mueller, I'm not sure how to say that, bookmark pad in watercolor. Ooh, that's kind of fun, making your own bookmarks or little gifts. Ooh, some Winsor & Newton Cotman watercolors, Sketchers pocket set. This little brush that fits in, it's so cute. First up is Lemon Yellow. Cadmium Yellow. Cadmium Red. Alizarin Crimson. Ultramarine. Cerulean Blue. Viridian. This brush is a little too tiny for my liking, but it could work great, I guess, while you're traveling. Yeah, green. A little, I mean, too short. Ooh, I love that sap green. Yellow ochre, I think, is about my favorite color. Let's see how this one goes. I might have been better off if I pre-spritzed them, so I blame them for that. And then burnt sienna and burnt umber are left, and white. Winsor & Newton 0.3 fine liner. Drawing gum, masking fluid, cool. Okay, Sketchbox signature round 4. It's kind of this beveled edge. Oh, I see. Round 4 is over here. This side, 3/8 inch dagger. This one looks very fun to try out. Okay, I labeled everything. I really like this fine liner. I could see where it'd be a good thing to have sort of underneath. I noticed I forgot a little applicator tip to the masking fluid, which would give a very detailed line. Try out the, whoops, my bad. Whoops. Oh no. Okay, we'll let it dry. Bye-bye. I think that's dry. Let's give okay, let's see how the masking fluid came out. Alright. So here are my swatches. I think I will save those in my sketchbook in some way and then use as many of the materials as I can, dare I say all, to make a piece. And I'll show you how that goes. So then I did some mulling about what to create with my new materials. Nothing was really striking me until this penguin was standing there, looking listless, and I realized I was dying to break out my new oil pastels. He's a Magellanic penguin, named after the explorer Magellan, and is the Day 9 birb from Birb Fest, a bird a day challenge from January that I'm working through, but just doing when I feel like creating a birb. I may try to finish the list by the time I finish this sketchbook, which I'm about halfway through, and they usually take me 3 months or so. So it's up in the air. Unlike this penguin, am I right? You know, because they don't fly. Let's move on. I really enjoy these oil pastels. The one drawback, in a sketchbook at least, is that they'll smear and smudge very easily, so I zapped them with this polyurethane. Not really the perfect material, but it did work, and I love this forlorn look on the snow in my yard for my penguin. Then I was on to sketching this snowcap, a hummingbird that was Birb Fest's Day 10 birb. I used my favorite discovery from all the swatching of the art boxes, which were the Peerless watercolors on the paper sheets. I'm not usually a big swatcher, but I really saw the benefits in this little project because the colors ended up looking so much different on paper compared to how they looked on the sheets. You saw me putting down the masking fluid to try to keep the white spots white. You'll see later that didn't really pay off, but I gave it a try. While I was editing the swatching part of this video, I must have deleted 4 or 5 times I just said, "Ooh, how vivid! Ooh, how vivid!" But these really are the most vivid, beautiful watercolors I have come across. So what better than a little vivid hummingbird as their subject? I didn't really like how the areas that had the masking fluid initially came out, and I softened up the edges a little bit by adding more watercolor. I added a little fine liner here and there, some of that gray 0.3 fine liner from one of the boxes, and I eventually turned to quote unquote cheating because I used some other materials like Inktense pencils and even some white acrylic to cover the white, which did negate the use of the masking fluid. But you know what? Is it really cheating? Whatever works, works. And I did end up liking this little snow cap when she was finished. For my final burb in this project, I used materials from the other 3 boxes, the charcoal and graphite and Winsor and Newton watercolors. Here I am heroically blending the charcoal to make the background, and I also added that Rembrandt pastel, which was pretty much invisible on this surface. I sketched in the day 11 burb, which was the African pygmy goose. It's actually a duck that kind of looks like a goose. I really liked these charcoal pencils for making the lines, and they were easy to sort of rub out and readjust however I wanted to. So how did I end up liking the subscription art boxes? Overall, I thought they were a really fun way to try new materials, and especially the deeply discounted ScrawlrBoxes were a really good value. My favorite finds were the oil pastels, which I had never come across and decided to try on my own. So I really loved finding this new medium that I enjoy, even though I might have thought, nah, I wouldn't like those. I loved the Peerless watercolors, as I've mentioned extensively. Some of the drawbacks to getting the subscriptions, 2 of the boxes I got were kind of repetitive to each other, a lot of charcoal and graphite, and the SketchBoxes I had had as a subscription for 3 months, so I didn't choose what to get. So what can be a big benefit can also kind of be a drawback if you don't want those materials or you don't like having some repetition in brushes and pencils and waste of packaging and all of that. So fun to try, but not really something I want to do for the long term. I'll leave you with a peek at the burbs I've done so far, spread throughout my sketchbook. There's some other stuff mixed in there too, and they're a little out of order. I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any subscription art boxes? What about Burb Fest? Let us know in the comments. And I want to thank you, as always, so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Take care.